Hey everybody. So we are looking at communication this week and how to communicate with your parents, how to communicate with your students, things that are going on. So I'm giving you some tools this week that you can use to kind of think about what things we can use to communicate. So some rules for communication. First of all, be professional. Remember, especially with the technology age, everything you write, everything you say, everything, it is recorded, it is checked, it is in there forever. So you always want to be professional. Two, wait. Emails and anger can cause major issues. Write it out. Think about it first. If you want to send it to somebody, have them check it first. That's great. If after a little while you send it, then that's fine. But always wait and don't send in anger because there's always that miscommunication or that you thought you were right kind of moment and then poof, get really blow back. So always wait. Three, when communicating with students, make sure another teacher or admin is on the communication. All right, so we basically have a rule that when we email our students, it is either in their Google Classroom, it is on the school email, their server. We usually send in an admin or another student on the email to make sure it's appropriate. The fact that it's going through our district server really means that they have a copy of it anyway. So it's not like, oh my goodness, we have to do that, but a lot of us tend to, just for that double check. Make sure your communications get the message across in a positive manner. No matter what you feel about a student, no matter how you feel about a student, no matter what you're thinking, it should be positive. All right. For instance, you could very easily say, Joey's stupid and he doesn't do his work. All right. Parent is not going to take that in a very good way. So you want to twist it and say, all right, Joey has not been pushing himself to ensure that he gains the necessary points to complete and pass his work. All right. Just twist it in a positive way. Reason being, the minute you start communicating with somebody in a negative manner, they turn off. All right, they become defensive and they get upset. The whole purpose of communicating as a teacher is to ensure cooperation and that you are working together for the best of the student. So you really want to make sure that when you're talking to parents, you're doing it in a positive manner. Make sure that they understand that you're there for the best of the student. You're not just, all right, my screen froze. Sorry about that. You're not just doing it for fun. All right. Spell check. Always. You're professional. Make sure that you are professionally checked. Make sure that it looks good. Grammar check if you need to, but make sure you are really making sure that you're getting your professionalism across. All right. Some things that you can use. Remind. All right. Remind almost stopped last year, but for thank goodness they keep it up. We use Remind a lot. Okay, it's real time messaging. It's like a text message. Our school is done around 2 o'clock every day, so I tend to send messages. Hey, don't forget this for your homework tonight. All right, it's pretty awesome. You don't have to give out your phone number to text the students. It is done through their company, so it's pretty cool. And you can send PDFs, photos, voice clips, whatever you want. And you can schedule announcements ahead. So I tend to schedule Sunday night for the rest of the week so that I don't have to worry about hey, Tuesday, oh my goodness, I almost forgot this. I do it on a weekly basis. Seesaw. Now, I don't use Seesaw. I'm going to jump back up here. My son's students, or my son's teachers, my daughter's teachers, they like Seesaw. It is almost a portfolio of the things that are going on in a student's classroom. This is awesome for younger students. Parents really like to see it. The gym teacher at my kids' school used to use it to like videotape a gym class when they're running around. Hey, this is the game we were playing today to show you what we're kind of doing. We really enjoyed that. It really worked out pretty cool. The thing is, with all of these things, watch where you put them. All right, you don't want to take them and put them out on social media. Hey, this is what my gym class today on Facebook. Not a good thing, okay? Because that is you're getting personal information out there. People's kids are on there. You always want to keep it. So when it's a seesaw thing, parents can say, yes, you can put my kid in there. No, you can't put my kid in there. And then you kind of balance off of that. All right. So you always have to keep the idea of the students and their protection in mind. Gmail, all right, or any email, all right. I just used Google up here, but any email, always a greeting. Good evening, good afternoon. Hi, I'm so and so, your teacher, all right. Just welcome them into that email. CC, if emailing a student, CC an administrator, all right. You can even be CC, all right. CC means carbon copy. You're sending the exact same email that you're sending to a student, you're sending it now to an administrator or another student or a parent or what have you. If you see the BCC, all right, that is a blind carbon copy. This way, the person that you're emailing does not see who else you sent it to. All right. I don't use that very often. Sometimes, if I am emailing a colleague or another teacher something specific on something that I don't agree with or what have you, I will blind copy a administrator because I want them to realize that I did keep my professionalism and it was here. This is what I'm doing. But it's some people think it's like kind of sneaky. I just like it because I don't want anyone to think that, hey, well, now I'm telling on you by telling this administrator. I'm just sending it to them. And usually after I send the BCC, I send a quick email just to the administrator. Listen, I don't want them. I'm just showing you that I'm keeping my professionalism and this is what I'm talking about. And usually it works out very well. Make sure there's a subject. Be specific. Parents ignore emails if they don't feel important. So put the child's name. Hey, this is for Bobby. I'm Bobby's teacher, something, so that they know, because you know as well as I do, you get 100 spams. You just delete them. You want them to make sure that they keep you in mind. Body, be professional. Again, be specific. Start with a positive and discuss any issues after that. Anything that's going on, be very positive, upbeat. Even the issues, hey, listen, I mean, you could say, wow, Bobby doesn't shut up in class. Or you could say, Bobby has a tendency to discuss things prior to me giving him permission. Same concept, just not as forceful. Attachments. Be sure to mention them in your emails to the parents. All right, they might miss them. If you go on and on, listen, we're having a party on Thursday. We really could use your help. Thanks a lot. And you don't say, hey, by the way, check the attachment at the bottom. A lot of parents will miss that and they won't. Or, hey, I linked it here. Please make sure you check out this link. It helps the parents see it a lot better. And then signature. Make sure you give contact information again and again and again and again and again. They can hit reply, but they may want to call. All right, they may want to send an email on at a different time. They may want other ways to do it. All right, so please make sure, again, always at the bottom, you just put that in there. All right, a web page. All right, this was the top of my web page last year. All right, that I used to goof around with a little bit. All right, this was my header, and then this was the beginning of my web page. We'll work on that later. All right, again, you guys did headers last week. Mine was very simple, nothing huge. Just kind of played around a little bit. Thought it was fun. Areas to add in your web page. Oh, I'm shrinking here. Contact information is a must. All right, always have that. Class schedule. Let them know where you are. All right, hey, third period, I have this class. You can even put the time in there so that if they call, they see, hey, I'm interrupting this third period. I probably shouldn't do that. Just let them know. Overview of your classes. What are the students going to be learning? What are you teaching this year? What is a history class covering? From what point to what point? What math concepts are you going to be doing this year? Give them an idea of what's going on. And if you can, even streamline it even more. During September, we're going to be from here to here. October, we'll be here. November, here. That gives them the ability when they say to their kid, what'd you do in school today? Nothing. Really? Because you're supposed to be learning this in this class. Oh, yeah, we did that today. So kind of keep that in mind, that you want to give an overview. Calendar of events. What's going on? If you use different learning systems, Google Classroom, Canvas, those kind of things, you can have a calendar, that comes right up and you can attach into your website, and it gives parents the ability to see exactly what they need to see. And then classroom specifics, rules, bathroom practices, field trips, forms, expectations, grading policies, all of those things can kind of go in there so that they're always on top of what you're doing. All right, flyers, visually attractive. All right, I'm going to move myself again, get out of the way. All right, specific information and an overview of the activity. All right, you just don't put, hey, I'm having a back to school night. All right, one of my friends made this one, so I stole it. I thought it was kind of good. But they give the overview, like where it's at, what it is. All right, we're talking about back to school night. When is it? Times. And then an overview. All parents are welcome to all tuning for a welcome back presentation by the administration. Please know your child's homeroom so you can follow your child's schedule. All right. So it is giving a lot more information than just hey, back to school night. All right. Why? What's happening? Give me a reason to be there. Let me know what's going on. All right. And then you can give these to your kids. All right. Right now we're in the COVID world, so I can't hand out a bunch of flyers to my kids. So I'll post it on my website. I'll email their parents. I'll do whatever. You can use these as not only printouts, but also e-flyers so that they get out there to everybody. Have it posted on your district website if you want. And that just ensures that they're always going to be seen. Google Draw Overview is something that we will go through. So we are 2 projects this week. I already created the social media project for you. All right. And the second assignment is create a flyer for your class. So I will create a separate video for that. I don't want to confuse everything into one big video. So I'll make a separate video, but they're the 2 things. Your social media project, which again is already up in your module, and the flyer, which is also already up in your module. So just take a look at those, and hopefully you will have no problems getting those figured out. All right. If you do, 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock on Monday night. If you can't make that 2-hour span, give me a time period that maybe we could set something up. If you just tell me, hey, I can't make Monday, can we do sometime Tuesday? Give me some ideas so that I could kind of figure it out a little better, because sometimes Tuesday gets a little rammy. All right. So hope all is good. I'm noticing a lot of work getting done. I'm also going to say this. This week, you only have these 2 smaller assignments. All right, 1 flyer, 1 social media project. These are not big assignments. Reason being, we're in week 3 of class. We are all learning virtual. We're all figuring all of this out. I want everybody to have a little bit of a breather, a catch-up period, a figure things out period. Go back and watch some videos and make sure you have these concepts down. I don't want to overwhelm you this week. Again, it's just 2. A quick flyer, boom, and the social media project. Honestly, you're talking about an hour's worth of time if you sit down and do it, but then go back. Anything that you're not getting, anything that you haven't figured out yet, any problems that you have with the course tracker. I have videos I'm trying to post everywhere so everybody can see. So make sure that this week you use as kind of a connecting. All right, breathe. Make sure you're good. All right, and then next week we'll get back into some big stuff. But I thought this was a good week. Kind of keep it small and go from there. All right, guys, enjoy. I hope all is well. It's good seeing some of you on Monday nights, and I'll talk to you all later.